All right, hi everyone. I'm recording a video here for Section 5.5, and this is going to review important properties of logarithms. So there's really three properties that will be of interest. Let me start out with three MyMathLab examples that ask you to write out the properties. Well, here is the first property. It says, what if you have the log to the base a of m times n? Okay, the way we say this is log to the base a, and in parentheses I have m times n. Well, the first property says when you take the log of a multiplication, you can rewrite it as the log of the first quantity m plus the log of the second quantity n, keeping the base the same as base a. So when I look at these choices, this choice in the middle is the correct answer here. So again, this first property says if you take the log of m times n, you can rewrite it as the log of the first quantity m plus the log of the second quantity n, keeping the base the same. In this case, our base was a. So that's the first property. Let's go to the second property. The second property says if you're taking the log of a division, m over n, it's going to translate into the log of m minus log of n. Again, keeping the base the same. So in this case, I'm going to write this as log of the top, which is m, minus the log of the bottom, which is n, keeping the base the same. In our example here, the base was a. All right, let's go one more property. This property is a way to handle exponents. Let me write this out here for a second. So they're giving us log to the base a of m to the r. What this property says is you're allowed to take this exponent and bring it down in front of the log as a multiplier. So the way I can rewrite this is to, here's the way I'm going to rewrite this. It's going to be, all right, it's equals, the r comes down in front as a multiplier, log a to the m. So really, this is a good property if you want to eliminate an exponent, because now notice in red, I no longer have an exponent. That exponent comes down in front as a multiplier. Let me give you a quick example. What if I had log to the base 7 of, let's say, x to the 10? Well, this 10 can come down in front as a multiplier. So this is going to be 10 log to the base 7 of x. Right, so this is going to be an important property because it's going to let us bring exponents down out of the exponent. All right, so if we go down to the drop-down menu here, the only answer that makes sense, remember that r has to come down in front as a multiplier, so it's that third choice. All right, let's do some examples to illustrate some of these properties. So let me go to an example here. All right, this one is asking me to rewrite this expression as a single log. All right, so this means we want to condense it down. All right, well, let me look at the first part here. It says log of x minus log of a. Well, when I subtract logs, if I want to, I can rewrite it as a log of their division. So I can rewrite that as log of x over y. And I'm going to bring down the 4 log to the base a of z. All right, let me keep going because I want to try to combine this into a single log. Well, when I see a log with a number in front, that really can be moved back to the exponent if I want. So that's this. I'm making use now of the third property. So the way I'm going to write this now is log to the base a of z to the exponent 4. And I'm going to copy down this front part. All right, one last step, because remember, they want me to combine this into a single log. I'm not done yet, because right now I still have two log expressions, but I want to get them combined to one. But I'm noticing I have a plus sign here. Well, when you add two logs, you can rewrite it as a multiplication. So now I'm going to take log base A and I'm going to convert this into a multiplication. So it's going to be x over y times z to the 4. And I have written this now as one log function. And so when I look at the multiple choice answers, the only answer here that matches up is the second answer. So I'm going to go here with the second response. All right, let me look at another example. All right, let's take this one. All right, so this problem says write the log as a sum or difference. All right, so they're asking me to take this multiplication, and I remember that I can take a multiplication and rewrite it as the sum of the separate logs. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to take the log to the base d of the first quantity u to the 3, and I'm going to add the log of the second quantity, still to the base d, of v to the 8. That was using the very first property we talked about that says when you have the log of a multiplication, you can rewrite it as the log of each quantity being multiplied, but a sum. I can go one more step, because notice it says express powers as factors. That means get the exponents down in front. Well, that third property that we talked about said you can take the exponents and bring them down in front as multipliers. So I'm going to do that. So this is going to be 3 log to the base d of u plus 8 to the log d of v. And that says much simplification and rewriting that I could do. So this should be the final answer. All right, now when I click here, I have to be able to put the base as a subscript. So notice here is a subscript icon that I can use. So I can write this as log to the base d. I forgot to put a 3 in front, so let me type a 3 in the front here. 3 log to the base d of u plus 8 log to the base d, and I'll use the subscript icon here to put the base d and then the letter v. So that should be the answer on that one. All right, hope this is helpful as you're getting started in Section 5.5 on properties of logs.